Hi everybody, welcome to Tactical Stocks channel. Today I present you a new video. Specifically, I will give you the top software stocks and I will give you 5 top software stocks with excellent momentum characteristics and also with good growth. And this sector, the tech software sector, has been a leading sector for quite some years now with very strong performances. So I think it makes definitely sense to look at the top software stocks. Before I start right off with the first stock, I have to make a short disclaimer. This video does not constitute financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only, so please consider that. Okay, everybody, so let's start right off with the first stock, and as you can see, it's SNAP Snap. Here you can see the longer term chart of Snap, and Snap was an IPO in February 2017. After its IPO, it formed a downtrend until December 2018. It could reverse, trade to the upside and form an uptrend. And as well this year, in March, it made a low as well, but Snap made a low, but it could recover from the low and continue its uptrend. The short-term chart here you see specifically a very strong earnings breakout in Snap, which has been very strong. And by the way, Snap was also a holding of my best long-term tech growth stock strategy, and this strategy held Snap here before the earnings, and now the strategy is up more than 50% in Snap. So this has been a very strong performer. Yeah. After its earnings in when was it? October 20th of October, it broke out. It had a strong earnings breakout, and here now it's building a high handle, and it looks like it wants to break out of that high handle. Snap's growth characteristics: the EPS growth is 4%, not the strongest, but the sales growth is very good with 35%, and the relative strength rating is also good with 94, and it's in the communication services space. So I think it's also a top software stock. Okay, everybody, so that was it for Snap. Let's have a look at the next top software stock, and it is Zscaler. Here you can see the longer term chart of Zscaler, and as you can see, Zscaler was an IPO in March 2018. After its IPO, it could break out and form a nice uptrend until July 2019, and then it had a little consolidation, and it made its low this year in March, but it could reverse, trade to the upside, break the downtrend, and form a nice uptrend again. In the short-term chart, you see an uptrend here, and here you can see since 2nd of September we have been consolidating in that scalar, and now I think it looks like it wants to break out here and go higher. Zscaler's growth characteristics are excellent. The EPS growth is very strong with 450%. The sales growth is also very strong with 43%, and the relative strength rating is also very good with 94. So I think it's definitely a top software stock. Okay, everybody, so that was it for Zscaler. Let's have a look at the next top software stock, and it is HUBS, HubSpot. Yeah. As you can see, here you can see the longer term chart of HubSpot, and here it had a nice uptrend. And yeah, this year it broke down as well with the corona fears, and it made its low in March, could reverse, trade to the upside, break this downtrend, and form a new nice uptrend, very strong uptrend. In the short-term chart, we see here a strong uptrend, and we can see it rebounds from the moving averages here, rebounds from them here again from the moving averages, and recently we bounced here as well from the moving averages, traded to the upside from the high handle here, and we could break out now. Looks like we are breaking out of that high handle, so HAPS is looking very strong at the moment. HAPS growth characteristics are very good. The EPS growth is 52%. The sales growth is also strong with 28%. And the relative strength rating is good with 93. So it's definitely a top software stock. Okay, everybody. So that was it for HAPS. Let's have a look at the next top software stock. And it is NUAN, Nuance Communications. Here you can see the longer term chart of Nuance Communications, and as you can see, for quite some times we have been moving sideways in Nuance, and this year around, or let's say November last year, we broke out of that sideways movement, traded to the upside, but we started a consolidation in February, and specifically with the Corona breakdown, we broke down in the stock strongly, made a low in March, but we could reverse trade up from that low and form a nice uptrend. The short-term chart, you see a very nice uptrend, and recently we had an earnings breakout in Nuance, and we traded strongly to the upside since then. Nuance growth characteristics. The EPS growth is not so good, it's minus 222%. The sales growth is also not that good, it's minus 19%. But the relative strength rating is good, it's 91. So I think it's also a top software stock. Okay, everybody, so that was it for Nuance Communications. Now we come to the last top software stock for today, and it is BL, Blackline. Here you can see the longer term chart of Blackline, and as you can see, Blackline was an IPO in October 2016, and after its IPO we formed here a nice uptrend. And this year, specifically this year in March, we broke down the stock, but we could reverse from the low straight to the upside and break out and form a nice uptrend again. In the short-term chart you see an uptrend here. Here we had a consolidation in the base, but we could break out from that base again, and recently we are building here a small base, and we could break out of that base and trading to the upside strongly for Blackline. Blackline's growth characteristics are good. The EPS growth is very good is good with 27%. The sales growth is also good with 20%. And the relative strength rating is also good with 90. So it's definitely also a top software stock. Okay, everybody. So these were the top software stocks of the part 2. If you missed part 1 of the top software stocks, please have a look on my channel or in the links I had in this video. So there are also excellent top software stocks, and also why not subscribe to my channel so that you do not miss a video going forward, because I have many interesting stocks and strong stocks. So I think it makes sense to subscribe to this channel. And for instance, I have videos about the top internet stocks, the top momentum stocks, and I made a video about the top tech growth stocks. These are all, and many of these stocks all have strong momentum characteristics. Some have very strong sales growth, and they are in hot sectors. So please subscribe it so you do not miss any of these videos going forward. Okay, everybody, if you like that video, please give it a thumbs up. This would help me very much. And if you I hope to see you again in the future, and thank you for watching, and cheers.